All right. Good morning, everyone. Janet Legere here. It is my honor and privilege to be with you with CLB Learning. We have a great call in store for you today. Just let me shut my Facebook page before I hear myself. Oh, today we have an exciting call. We're going to be talking about Lead Sleep. Lead Sleep is an incredible little program. I'm not sure how it got hidden all the years that I wasn't using it, but once I found it, it just opened so many doors for us as far as CLB learning goes because Lead Sleep just kind of compresses everything into one nice little package. So we're going to be going through the bits that you need to know about Lead Sleep to set up your CLB funnel, because that's the main purpose of Lead Sleep as far as CLB learning. That's where your funnel is. That's where your autoresponder is with all your emails, your capture page, and your landing page is all in Lead Sleep. And those are the three main things that you need to know about in Lead Sleep. Now, we're going to go through after we talk about that area and show you the other bits of Lead Sleep and how they can enhance your marketing, because there's a lot of bits to Lead Sleep that is getting traffic to your links and to your pages. Okay, so we're gonna get started here in desktop sharing. And today I'll remember to click that share button. All right, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to log into CLB Learning. If you are a free member, I'm just going to log in as a free member. If you log in as a free member, you're going to be presented with an offer to upgrade. You can ignore that. You have access to everything in the back office, right? So don't be alarmed. However, it is a great deal. If you scroll down the page, you'll see all the bonuses that come with it. You get upgrades in our mailers. You get 50% commissions. You get your own blog on our blogging platform. I'll set up your funnel for you. Plus, you get added to our team rotator. So there's a lot of meat to that matter. Okay, it is a one-time payment and definitely worth it. All right. Otherwise, you have access to everything other than the upgraded bonuses. And in the affiliate toolbox here, the downline mailer, you do not have access to that. And in the download section, in as an upgraded member, there are more downloads available to you. So we're going to head over and log in as an upgraded member. Here we are. See, no upgrade offer. So on the main page, when you log in, even as a free member, when you get rid of the upgrade message, you can either say no or just click on home. This is your home page. Now, the important thing you need to know from your home page is right here, this affiliate ID. You're going to need that when you set up your CLB funnel. So you're going to need that for the landing page. That goes on the sign up link. For the links that you're going to be editing on the landing page, you're going to add your ID number, and it's going to go in the autoresponder messages. You'll be changing the links in the autoresponder messages and adding your ID number. Okay, so very simple. You want to make note of that. Something you should, just keep in your memory or keep a notebook and write these important things down. Then we have a few things for you to do as a new member. We ask you to come and join our Telegram group and introduce yourself, say hello, and let us know if you have any questions. It's the best place to get the help you need. I do see those messages all the time. So if there's anything you need, I see it fairly regularly and I can help you usually fairly quickly. Then we have our Facebook group and our Facebook page. So you'll want to go and join our group and like our Facebook page, become part of our community. And then you want to go and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And the reason you want to subscribe to our YouTube channel is so that you have access to all of our replays. So all the replays, everything you need about CLB learning is in our YouTube channel. So make sure you click there and subscribe. And then once you've done all that, you are ready to set up your CLB funnel. So you just click this link and you're going to set up your CLB funnel. So the first page simply describes what we're going to be having you do, that we're going to have you set up an autoresponder, a capture page, a landing page, and from there you're going to be sending traffic to that page and following up with those leads. That's the secret to CLB. I had a discussion with one of our members on email. He was being told that if you don't use social marketing, you're never going to make money. Well, I really hate it when people say, if you don't do this, you'll never do this, because it's just not true. There's lots of ways to get traffic to your websites. As we know, viral mailers are a huge source of traffic for us. And this person actually told them that if they just rely on viral mailer, they'll never make money. So I had a good discussion with him, and I said, you know, he has an aversion to social networks, and I get that. So, that can be a distraction. You really have to focus on why you're on those social networks and use the social network for what you need it. It's just like any program. It's just like when we get into Lead Sleep. Lead Sleep is a plethora of things in the background. There's so many things to distract you. And it's up to you to stay focused and use the program for what it is designed. End of. Right? That's the challenge to all of this. When you join a program, use the program for what it was designed. Don't get distracted and lost in all the little bits and pieces that are a part of that program. Okay. All right. So yeah, set up your funnel. We have all the systems here to set up your funnel. And we're going to click here to join Lead Sleep with your sponsor. It's the very first program we have you join. Make sure once you join Lead Sleep that you come back to CLB Learning right here. And you go to the downline builder and you enter your ID for Lead Sleep right here. All right. So make sure you do that.
You guys are not washing your hands. You guys are like playing.
Somebody is not muted. There we go. All right. So here's Lead Sleep. You're going to get your free membership. It is free. So you can do everything in Lead Sleep for free. There are areas you don't have access to. You wouldn't be able to use the share codes for the autoresponder messages. You can only have one follow-up message. You can't have a series. You can send a broadcast. So there's lots that you can do with Lead Sleep as a free member. However, as an upgraded member, it just opens so many doors for you, as you'll see when we get inside. So once you've signed up, you're going to log into Lead Sleep and it's going to bring you to your dashboard. So the first thing you need to know is right here, your affiliate ID. This is your affiliate link and this is your affiliate ID. So that's what you're going to put in the downline builder at CLB Learning. Okay. You're going to put your username right there that you created when you signed up. So as you can see, this is the back office. We're on our dashboard of Lead Sleep, and oh my goodness, where do you start? Look at all the stuff. There are ads all down the right. There's stuff that talks about someone in my downline. One of my associates has a message there, and there's all these ads down the right. We do have a quick start guide. You could get in here and learn all about Lead Sleep, as I know Rob's been doing. And I just gotta just say, slow down a minute. Okay. You don't need to learn everything there is to know about Lead Sleep. I'm still learning about Lead Sleep. All right. I'm still learning about bits and pieces of Lead Sleep that help as I'm moving along. And that's okay, because I'm using the bits and pieces of Lead Sleep that I really need to use. All right. So that's what we're going to talk about. So as you scroll down, you'll see the main menu is down the left-hand side here. All right, you have your profile area. That's where you can set up your picture and change your email and what have you. In the account section, I'm not going to go in there because YouTube doesn't like it when I show personal information. But that's where you can set your password. It's where you can set your VM password. So if you have if you have somebody virtual helping you, a VA password, virtual assistant, you can set a password for them. So that's what you need to do if you're going to be upgraded in CLB and you want me to set up your funnel. You'll need to set up a VA password, and then you give that to me and I can log in here and I can set up your funnel. Now, with a VA password, you're limited to things that you have access to. So I wouldn't have access to your account information or any personal data that you have in there. Just access to set up your funnel, basically. One moment. All right. So down the left-hand side, there's a big menu, support. Ever have any questions about Lead Sleep? Kenneth is amazing at support. He really does run a really clean ship here, and he's very quick and speedy at answering support questions. There is a blog that has updates and all kinds of great information about Leads Lead. Feel free to check that out. You got your click and credit stats. That's where you'll get the information when you're going to earn credits. So you see all these ads down the side here. This is a pro ad. This is a pro ad. This one is a free members ad. This is a pro ad. Anytime you click these ads, you're earning credits in Leads Leap, and those credits can be added to your credit ads. All right, you have free ads. So if we come down here, we have advertising, you have free credit ads, we have pro ads. We're going to come back to these, and you can have your bookmark ads. So if you see something that you're interested in and you want to look at later, you can bookmark that ad to come back to and have a look at. Social reviews, we're going to talk about all these. You can have my reviews. So I do have a review about CLB Learning, and I encourage all of you to write a review about CLB Learning, and we'll show you that in a moment because Leads Leap makes it really, really simple to write a review. Okay, I don't know why more people don't use it. It's something I really plan to start doing for other programs as well. It's a great way to get traffic to your site. You can read other reviews and earn credits as well. Then we have a link tracker. So this is another thing I love about Leads Leap is that it includes a tracker. In fact, the tracker is a part of your capture page and your landing page. Whenever somebody clicks the link to your capture page, it tracks where that link is, where that traffic is coming from. It tracks your conversions. It's really phenomenal. There's nothing more you need to do. You don't have to set anything up. It's all part of the system. So that's awesome. However, you can use the tracker for outside programs. So if you have a blog or another website that you want to advertise or send people to, you want to track those links, you can do that here through Leads Leap. Then we come down to email marketing. We're going to spend a little bit of time here. This is where you set up your autoresponder using the SendSteed program. So we're going here and doing the list manager. That's where we're going to spend most of our time. Under here also is blog to broadcast and YouTube to broadcast. We'll talk about those more in depth in a moment. I'm sure you're intrigued to know what they are. Tell you it's a very effective way to get traffic to your website. Page Manager, we're going to be spending some time there. That's where we set up our landing page and our capture page for the CLB funnel. Down here we have Funnel Manager. We're not going to spend any time there. It is something I want to look into because I believe I can set that up so that our funnel is a little more automated. So we may look at that in the future. So the truth is, any of these bits that you want to know about, there is a step-by-step guide in every bit of it. All right, there's a question mark on every page, a help file, a tutorial. It's really, really well done. But like I said in the beginning, come in here, use Leads Leap for what you need to set up your autoresponder, your capture page, and your landing page. Okay, that's number one. Get traffic to that capture page, start getting that activity happening, start getting those subscribers going. That's really how your business gets growing. Okay, traffic, traffic, traffic. As you get subscribers, you're going to learn to follow up. But you get your funnel set up, you start driving that traffic to your funnel. Once you've done your advertising for the day, now you have time to come back in and look at all the other bits of these programs and look at all the other bits of Leads Leap, okay? But make sure that you're doing the important things first, the income producing activities. Coming in and learning about Leads Leap is not an income producing activity. Setting up your funnel is. Sending traffic to your funnel is. And once that's done, you can come in here and learn about other ways to get traffic to your website because that's what Leads Leap is also about. I hope that makes sense. All right. I really, really hope that you're grasping this concept because I've seen it for over 25 years here online. People just get distracted learning new programs and they don't do the main steps, those baby steps that they need to be doing, those simple steps. You know, set up your funnel, get traffic to your funnel, follow up. That's where the money is. Everything else is learning, and you can do that after you've done those activities. Okay. Got that? Yeah, I know you do. All right, then we come down here. We have a form pop-up manager. Now, this is if you want to put a form on your blog. So if you're an upgraded member in CLB Learning, you have access to our Contact List Builder blog. And if you want, you can put your form from here so it can connect to your CLB list right on your CLB blog. So that's something you can do. Cookie generator, again, these are things we don't use, but if you want to learn about them, you can after you have everything set up. Rebrander, again, this is if you have a PDF link, you can rebrand the link. Hosting service, this is something we will spend a little bit of time. This is an image manager and a PDF manager. So here's where you can upload your personal picture. So it's one of the very first things you want to do is upload your picture to LeadSleep, because you're going to be using that to set up your autoresponder in the settings for your signature file. You'll be using that for any of your pages and what have you. So you want to have your picture up there. And then down at the very bottom here of the menu, you have your affiliate commissions, your co-op earnings. So there is a co-op here. If you want to advertise the co-op link, it's just like our rotator on CLB Learning. It gets traffic to your page and you're helping others get traffic and you earn credits and earnings there. Paid per click credits. This is the pay per click widget, which you can put on your CLB blog. We'll talk a bit more about that. It's another way you can get traffic, again, after you have everything set up, right? Credit encashment, I'm really not even sure what that is. I think that's where you can exchange credits for cash. Daily active bonus. These are bonuses you get for coming in, and the income and withdrawal. So as an upgraded member, or even as a free member, I believe you earn a 10% commission if somebody upgrades that you refer to LeadSleep. And if you're an upgraded member, you'll earn a 50% commission. So how do you get upgraded members in LeadSleep? Set up your CLB funnel, send traffic to your CLB funnel, follow up with your leads. We have a high percentage of subscribers that become members in CLB, and that's how it happens. All right, they become a subscriber, they subscribe to your list, they get your autoresponder messages, they join CLB Learning. It is free to join. And when they join CLB Learning, what are they encouraged to do? They are encouraged to go through and set up their funnel and join LeadSleep. And when they join LeadSleep and upgrade, you'll earn a commission. 2 members and your monthly commission is paid for. And the beauty of Canvas system is once you have enough commissions in your holding tank, he takes your monthly payment out of that. So once you have 2 members in your downline who are paid, you don't have to pay again. Your affiliate links and tools, again, this is for advertising LeadSleep. These are things that you're not going to need. So if you're new to CLB Learning and you're coming in here, you're going to be setting up your funnel. Here are the areas you're going to pay attention to. Number 1, image manager. So you're going to come in here as an upgraded member and you're going to add an image. So you can see that I have images here. There's images of me, my cat, CLB, have lots of images. So you just click on add a new image and then you go to your desktop, drop an image or click to upload, and you go and find your images. Okay, so if I went down here and find my pictures, and I could upload any image I want, right? So here, let's upload this. There we go. Big news. I like that image. I can close and refresh. And now I have a new image that I can use on any page that I create. But mostly, I want you to upload an image of you. Because when you're setting up your CLB funnel, the landing page is going to have your picture on it. We want people to see who you are. When people see a real person there, they're more inclined to take action. All right, rather than like a cartoon or anything like that. We want a real picture. People want to see who you are. So that's number 1. You got your image up. We're ready to go. Number 2, you're going to set up your list manager. All right. So the list manager, this is your autoresponder. So you're going to add a new list. You're just going to click here, add your new list. You're going to call it CLB Learning, as we show you. Just call it CLB Leads or class, whatever you want to call it. Okay. Then you have your leads, and now you need to set that up, and that's where we needed your image. So we show you how to do this in our setup inside CLB Learning. So this is the settings area, this little button. And this is where you need to set up your information. All right, so you need to put your name, Your email address, make sure you use the email address that you have registered with LeadSleep. It makes it so much easier. You can use a different email address. You just have to confirm it. All right. So it's much easier if you use the email address that you're registered with. And then we come down here, signature design. This is where your image comes in. You're going to click on this and now you can add an image, right? So image gallery. Whoops, sorry. Image gallery. And there we go. See, look at this. I can put this image. Hang on, guys. Stuff's in my way. There we go. All right. There we go. I put that image in my signature file. It's awfully big. I can make it smaller. There we go. There we go. There we go. I have a picture in my signature file. I'm going to put my name, my contact information, everything that I want there. Okay. So I can save and activate and away we go. I am not going to save this list because we're not really creating them. All right. But once you have your list set up and you're going to come here to your emails and you're going to import the emails and you're going to use the share code that's in CLB Learning. We come right back here to our funnel setup, and here is your share code. All right, so that's the share code for the autoresponder. Here's the share code for the landing page and the capture page. So you're going to need those. You're going to put that share code in when you import these messages, and there's where your share code is just going to go right there. You're going to replace all that and import those messages and edit them. Once you have that done, then you're going to come down to your page manager. And the first thing you're going to set up is your landing page. Right, so you're going to add a new page campaign and you're going to call it your landing page. And again, you're going to come back here and you're going to grab the landing page code and you're going to add that right here, add a new page to design, and you're going to add that code right there and then edit your page. And then you're going to come back and do the same thing. You're going to create your capture page and you're going to add your capture page. You're going to redirect your capture page to your landing page and you're going to set it up to attach to your autoresponder. All of that is laid out for you step by step inside CLB Learning. Now, those are the areas that you need to pay attention to. Okay, so did you get that? The image manager to upload your image, the list manager to create your autoresponder campaign, the page manager to set up your landing page and your capture page. Those are the areas that you need to focus on. Everything else can wait. Okay, so that's it. That's it. We're done. You don't need to know anything else. No kidding. Now we're going to go up here and we'll talk a bit more about the other areas where you can get traffic from LeadSleep. All right, so let's come down here. We have some credit ads. So this is where you can set up your credit ads. Now, I don't spend a lot of time in here earning credits. I have one credit in here, 1.075 credits. But when I click one of these links, it opens up in a new page and brings up an ad, right? And you'll see down here on the bottom, there it is. Welcome back. I've watched one ad and I've earned one credit. All right, so now I can go here, I can go show more links, or I can close this page. Hang on here. Close this page and come back to my main page. I can just close that ad, right? Or I can go and watch more ads and earn more credits. Once I earn credits, these ads that are here will get those credits so that those ads, see where these ads are listed down the right? My ad will get shown here as I earn more credits. These are the free ads, okay? Everyone has access to these. So you have to earn credits for your ad to get seen. Now let's go down one more to post pro ads. These are the magic ads, all right? So I think we have one here. We were setting one up. Let's just delete that one. So here are my pro ads. So you'll see the ads down here. Let's just look here. We have this first one, your financial freedom. That's a pro ad. Don't miss out. This is a free ad. So this is someone who's earning credits and their ad is getting shown. Here's a pro ad, pro ad, pro ad. This CLB Learning ad runs here. So you'll see that there regularly. And I have, I think, 5 ads set up. And those ads just rotate through all the pro ads. But you'll see here these ads are getting traffic, 13,000 visits, 17,000 visits. And when I show you the statistics from the rotator, you'll see that we're getting lots of leads that come from the pro ad. All right, because it's tracking that for me. It's tracking the pro ad. And so I know that the pro ads are very effective and they work really, really well. So encourage you to set those up. You need to be a pro member of LeadSleep, and that is if you get the one-time offer is $19.90 a month, and I believe the regular price is $27, but it's still affordable. And that is unlimited. All right. Every other autoresponder that's out there, as you grow your list, so does your monthly fee grow. And it grows a lot. All right. So you get past a certain number, you're paying an awful lot for your autoresponder. Now down here we have my reviews. So I was talking about that. You could write a review. Here is my review of CLB Learning. I can get a promotional link. There it is. Look at that. And I can advertise that link to get people to look at it, but I am going to come to my chat here and I'm going to just paste it in the chat there so that you guys can all go over there to read my review and hopefully you'll write a review about CLB Learning. So right here, this is my review. All right, so here's what it looks like. So it talks about CLB Learning. I wrote the review as the owner of the program, but as we go down, you'll see that James Stevens has written a review, and you see how it gives these links. We'll show you how this happened, my experience, what I like, final verdicts. It's very simple, right? He wrote a review. Let's say yes, that was very useful. Jason wrote a review. So you can come down here and you can, you like that review. That's pretty awesome. There's quite a few reviews here. This is awesome, but we would love more. So when you come over to here, you can add a review. All right. So as I cannot add a review as an affiliate, but you can add a review. So you enter the domain name of the program and you would put clblearning.com, not your affiliate name. All right. And here, the instructions are all right here. Okay. Just follow the instructions. So we'll put this in. Then you put your affiliate link. I think that's the right URL. But it tells you how to put it there. Your rating, you got to give it a 5-star rating, of course. And you have to make sure you get that right. You can't really edit those. And then you write, this is what I love. All right. So what is your experience? You're like, okay, how am I supposed to write this? You just click on this and bing, it gives you all the headings. You just come in here and fill this in. And it doesn't have to be long. You don't have to write a book. Just write about your experience. And then you read all this, okay? No copying, paste. Make sure you read the rules. It's very important that you follow them specifically because the review has to be approved by admin and they're very fussy. All right. You submit the review, you say that you can save it as a draft or you could submit it and then it goes for approval. And when you do a review for actually this isn't this, it's remember I told you your ID number it's a number. Here we go. That looks better. Once your review is posted, it'll get added to our review here. Isn't that cool? So when anybody goes and reads the review for CLB Learning, they're going to see your review. They're going to read your review and be encouraged to visit your page as well. So that's adding a review, very positive thing to do. You can write a review about any program you're a part of. All right, you'll see that if you click on read reviews, there are a lot of them. All right. There's categories and it tells you how many reviews you got advertising, internet marketing, home business, IM tools, traffic. So you can go and find new traffic resources. You'll find people who have, give reviews about programs. You can find out if that program is any good or worth getting into. So very good area. Again, be careful how much time you're spending here. All right. Make sure it's time after you've done all your income producing activities. Because as you can see, you could spend a lot of time just clicking through here. right? All right, let's scroll down here. Where are we? All right, so that's reviews, link tracker. So as I said, the link tracker is automatic in Leadsafe. So if we go here, we go track links. This is for outside pages. So if you have a blog, here I have a blog post on your prospect list. So it created, if I click on this, it's going to open up. So here's the tracking link. So it's going to show the tracking that somebody went to my blog post, and it's going to show me how many people clicked it. See, these are the stats. So if I click on this little button here, it will show me the stats of that tracker. Okay. That's for an outside link. Rotators. This is the magic of CLB Learning. If you're an upgraded member, you can be a part of our rotator right here, CLB Lifetime Members. And if I just click on this, it's been a little quiet this month. But this is just the past 7 days. And you'll see, all right. Now, when you're on the rotator, we ask you to put your username at the end of your link so that we know where the traffic is coming from. But here's what I want you to see right here, Pro Ad. Because I advertise the Pro Ad. When I advertise in the Pro Ad, I'm advertising the rotator, and it's getting conversions. So this response, these are subscribers coming in. All right, so those are coming in from our members, and these are our members who are on the rotator. But we talked about, when I talked about tracking, right? Because I said that the system tracks your links. So let's go to Page Manager. And I want to come down here to my personal page. There it is. All right, this is my personal CLB page. I don't do a lot of personal advertising of that page. It gets advertised as part of the rotator. But if I click on the traffic, because every page has a traffic, right? So it's showing me the traffic. If I come down here, you'll see. All right, so here's the traffic. So here's Prospect Geyser Co-op. I sent an ad there the other day when I was doing some training. So it shows you where the traffic is coming from. And the action, I don't have any action in the last 7 days. As I said, I've been pretty quiet on here. A lot going on. If I go in the last 30 days, so this is just my personal page. In the last 30 days, we have a few leads that came in from, this is a Facebook ad, and this is from the rotator. So you'll see that the page is showing you the tracking. It shows you where all the tracking is coming from, and how many clicks you got, and the up here, the referral, sorry, action is your subscribers. All right, so those are people who have filled out the form and became a subscriber. So talking about subscribers, because this is more tracking. So if we go here and we go to our subscribers, these are your CLB leads, all right? And it tells, see the source here? It tells you where your leads are coming from. Look at this, leads leap, leads leap, leads leap, pro ad. I'm telling you, it's a very prolific site. All right, so that's your tracking and the rotator. Where else? Okay, 2 more areas I want to talk about. Well, a few more areas. If you are an upgraded member in CLB Learning, you have access to this little creature right here, the CLB Learning blog, Contact List Builder. So it's going to say list building with your name. All right, we're going to create a blog for you. Getting started with CLB will go to your link. I have some pages on here that you won't have. You can add them though. You have full access to your blog. But down here, this is where it gets powerful. I put a form on here, so you can put a form on your blog. That goes right to my CLB Learning list. I can put banners. You see I have CLB banner there. Got my book on there. Let me come down here, and this is where it gets fun. Sponsored links. We were talking about the pay-per-click. This is the pay-per-click widget, so we'll talk about that in a moment. But that gets, you add that here, and you're going to be earning from that as well. But here's the magic. When you create a blog post, all right, shiny object system, Leadsleep, right here, blog to broadcast, does exactly what you think it might do. It takes that blog post and it creates a broadcast message, and it sends it to all of your leads without you having to do a thing. You don't have to lift a finger. So you just set that up here. You set up your RSS feed. So I want you to have a look at this. All right. So whatever your blog name is, it's going to be contactlistbuilder.com and then blog or your username and then feed. Now, if you have a different blog, you have a personal blog, let's say I have janetlegere.com, I would have janetlegere.com/feed. That is your RSS feed. All right. So you're going to add a new RSS feed. So let's just do that. Feed. All right. Now my blog is not active, so I don't know if it'll work, but everything else, this is all set up for you automatic. If you want to change it, you can. You can add. So here I would take this out and I would put my signature. I don't even need to do that. My signature goes in automatically. I would probably add more text in here, but you don't have to. It's all set up for you. It's going to take a snippet from your blog and add it to that. Then you're going to tell it, where do you want this to go? You can send it to all of your leads. You can send it just to one set of leads. You can have it send out automatically or just create a blog broadcast and set it up as a draft. So that's up to you. It can go out automatically, or maybe you want to check it and edit it. Maybe you want to add something to it as it comes in, right? That's up to you. You can set up automatically. And once it's ready, you click activate and big bada boom, you now have a new feed. And when you write a blog post, it can't load the feed because my blog is not active. So that's okay. So you have to make sure that the blog that you're putting on there is an active blog that you're doing blog posts on, and it will set this up automatically for you. All right. So every time I do a blog post, if we come over here, here we are. Right. That was my blog post, Shiny Object Syndrome. Here it is right here, shiny object syndrome. So I didn't do anything to this. I mean, I have edited my whatchamacallit, but let's have a look at this broadcast. And it set this all up, right? So here it took a snippet right out of my blog, and then it tells you read the full article here. It puts a link to the article, and thanks, have a great day. There we go. That's it. That was the email that went out to my list, and it just went out without me doing anything. Now, what's cool is we have YouTube to broadcast as well. So every time we do, like today, we're recording this video, I will upload it to my YouTube channel, and it's going to create a broadcast email for me and send it to all of my leads, directing them to go and watch my video. Like, how cool is that? If you're doing any video, it's very powerful. If you're not doing video, yeah, another way to get traffic. Okay. All right. So that's our YouTube and blog to broadcast and YouTube to broadcast. What else do we have down here? We wanted to talk about the pay-per-click. So we've got the co-op earnings. So there is a co-op here. Again, everywhere in here, if you don't know what it is, there's a tutorial right here. Click on the tutorial to learn more about the co-op. So here's the co-op link. I would advertise that link, and that generates traffic to my site after I fill all this out. Okay. So you can just read the instructions. I do not have that set up for myself. Pay-per-click. Here is your pay-per-click earnings. I don't have a lot of them here, but I do have traffic. You'll see there was a visitor to those credit links. Somebody clicked on that back when I wrote that blog post. But the pay-per-click widget is really easy to set up. You have options. You can change the colors. You can change how many ads you have, 2, 4. You have fixed width or responsive. I prefer it's responsive. You can leave it just as is. You just get the code. Now, here's the thing that really important about this widget. You have to scroll down here. Alternative WordPress solution using the plugin. This is the widget you want. And the reason for that is the blog that we have has a Leads Leap widget in it. And so you'll just be able to add that to the Leads Leap widget for the pay-per-click widget. Okay. It's very easy to do. We even show you exactly how to do that when we set up your blog. All right. What else do we have here? Your referrals are here, your affiliate links and tools. If you want to advertise Lead Sleep on its own, you can. You certainly want your affiliate link. The best place to advertise Lead Sleep is to your subscribers. So as you build out, as you create your capture page, as you get traffic to your capture page, you're going to generate subscribers. And those subscribers are going to get introduced to everything you do. And so you'll want to introduce them to Lead Sleep, right? Set that up as a follow-up message. We talked about that when we did follow-up. So I think that's all the bits I wanted to talk to you about here in Lead Sleep. I'm going to stop sharing for a moment and come back in the room. Hello, Maurice. You guys can all unmute yourselves. I just want to see if there's any questions. Does anybody have any questions on Lead Sleep? How it works, how to make it work? Anyone? You see, I got sun coming in here. That's pretty nice. It's actually the reflection off the guy's truck. That's hilarious. No questions? Well, that's all I have for you guys today. This was an awesome call. I hope you got to learn a little bit about Lead Sleep, and most importantly, I hope you got your focus in place, and you're really working on the things that you need to work on to make this work. Okay, the system works. If you follow it, it really does work. Everything goes according to plan. So I really appreciate each and every one of you. Next week, we are going to be talking about how to make money in CLB learning. Oh, yeah. You want to be there. All right, guys. You guys have yourselves a great week. Remember, you can find me if you need me. Don't be shy. If you have questions, please reach out. I'd be happy to help any way that I can. You'll find me on Telegram, on Facebook Messenger, on Teams, which used to be Skype. You've got me on my phone. I have all my messenger programs on my phone. I have WhatsApp. I have um, and on my cell phone. So if you have that number, you can get me on my cell phone. So don't be shy. All right. Reach out. You're never alone here at CLB Learning. There's always someone here to help. Have a great week, everyone. We'll see you next week at CLB Learning. Take care.